Dude, I am tired. Not the kind of tired that a good night's sleep fixes, but soul tired. Like my commute tired. Like the world is just too much tired. I'm just tired. I thought my biggest problem was figuring out if I could do this for 5 more years. And then it got worse. But before we get into that, if you need to leave your job for mental health sake, for physical health sake, you need to do that. Take care of yourself. This is for those of us who can stay, but have completely lost the thread of why. The moment I knew I needed to figure something out was I was sitting over at my table doing the favorite thing I do when I'm stressed, besides eat chips, is planning a trip I can't afford. So I was doing that. I was so excited. I had the guidebook spread all out and I was so excited because this is the retirement celebration trip I have been dreaming of for years. Hiking is involved, so I was mapping out how many miles I'd hike a day and then like how many miles I would need to build up to get my endurance and my strength up to be able to do that. And I knew I had 5 years. But that felt okay because I knew I needed to have certain things taken care of, build up my finances, get my body ready to do those hikes. And I was just into it. I was excited. And then I did the math again. Don't judge me. When you work at a school, life is from fall to spring, fall to spring, fall to spring. So you're calculating years gets really confusing. Sometimes I have to recalculate how many years I've worked at the school by putting 1990 to 91, 91, 92, 92, 93, da, da, da. Yes, I've worked there that long. So, yeah, I was dumb. Okay, I was dumb. Anyway, I realized it wasn't 5 years. It was 6. And I burst into tears. Kind of dramatic, self-pitying tears. I was like, I don't think I could do this for another 6 years. It was pathetic. I know it's only a 1-year difference, but for whatever reason, at that moment, I felt so betrayed. So I had to ask myself the question, are you ready to pack it all in and deal with the consequences of that? That would mean fewer financial freedoms, and almost for sure I'd have to move out of California at some point. But I could do that. I could choose that, right? I say that all the time. Or was I able to do this 6 more years? And here's the honest answer. Maybe. Maybe. But only if I change the way I think about those years and what those years are for. Because if those 6 years are just spent white-knuckling it through the tired with nothing looking forward to, I don't think I can do it. But if each year is attached to something specific, something I can build toward, something I can see, that I can point to, something I can say, this year bought me that, then that's a completely different experience. And that I think I can do. That is my strategy. It is not glamorous. It is not sexy. It is just this. I can hold on for 1 more year because that means a little more financial security. That thing is paid off. That future me, 96-year-old me, will have the ability to have somebody come in and clean her house or maybe cook for her. Younger me than that can maybe get her house remodeled. Things like that. I can hold on because these goals can be met. Thinking about it this way makes me feel like I have a choice, like I'm in control. And that changes everything for me. Realizing that I have a choice and making that choice for myself makes this all seem way more doable. Unfortunately, financially, I can't just do whatever I want right now without having to pay the consequences that I'm unwilling to pay. I have some debt that I want to pay off before I can feel comfortable about even thinking about checking out. And yes, this has led to me thinking I should have married that rich guy. But sadly, I chose happiness. So I stopped treating my self-pitying tears as a reason to stay and feel stuck. I am treating this as an opportunity to get some things done on the checklist. Each item on that checklist is a deliberate choice to move toward the life that I want, the life I'm building. So that is it, the whole strategy, choosing to build the life I want, one long commute at a time. Speaking of designing a life you love, I just created something I'm super proud of. It's called the Reclaim Workbook, and it's based on the first few sessions I do with coaching clients where we talk about what we really want in our next chapters. It's practical, it's specific, and it's linked below. I think you'll love it. So, can I do this for 5 more years? 6 more years? I think I can. Not because the commute in Los Angeles is going to get any easier or the world's going to get less chaotic, but because I know what each year is buying me now. And you know what else? I find conversations with you really helpful. I'd love to hear in the comments what you do when you're really tired and what you do to push through. Like and subscribe, of course. Together, we're building a life we love. This is GenX Missy. Until next time.